1, 2, 3. Audio test.
Hi, this is CBRadioMagazine.com, and today I've got something a little different for you guys. This is a little bit of CB Mystery Theater. Well, I don't know. Call it what you will, but we had a guy locally who was selling some CB radio gear, actually a ton of stuff, and he had some pictures posted. And in those pictures were some Cobra 148s, which I don't need Cobra 148, so I wasn't that interested in it, but there was a picture that I saw that made me kind of go, what is that? So anyway, let me start off here, and we'll start over here. Cobra 148, and you can see a little wear on it. This was the first picture I saw. And in the next picture I could see another Cobra 148. This one was a little better condition, but you know, still a little bit worn. And then there was this guy who looked basically brand new. I was kind of like, wow, that's a nice looking Cobra 148. But it wasn't the front of the radios that got my attention, it was the back of the radio. So I'm going to flip the radios around and show you this, and you can tell me what you think you see as the difference right away. Now, I've already taken the case screws out of two of these, so that's not the difference. But let me zoom in first here. For those of you who know the Cobra 148, you know what they look like in the back. For those of you guys never seen one, Cobra 148, AM and single sideband radio. I have another video where I talk about it. Awesome radio, very popular, not made anymore. Vintage now, collectible, people love them. So anyway, this is what it's supposed to look like on the back of a Cobra 148. Right? So you'll see it has a plate on here. This was required by the FCC. If you're going to sell a CB radio, it has to have this FCC label sticker plate on the back of them. So anytime you buy a CB radio, you'll see that. Export radios don't have that because they're not FCC certified. So something to point out there. This one says July 91, made in the Philippines. So this is one of those Philippines ones that guys love. And you see it has our antenna connector here, PA speaker, external speaker, and power connector. Radio number 2. I saw the next picture, right? This is online. I'm looking at these fuzzy pictures. I can't zoom in. I can't see that it says made in Philippines, Malaysia, whatever, anything. All I can see is just kind of these fuzzy background pictures of these radios. So next radio, this one, I can't see the date of manufacture, the angle here, but it's pretty faint. But this one says made in the Malaysia. So it's made in Malaysia, and that's not it either. This is FCC. It has this FCC number here as well. Antenna, connector, PA speaker, external speaker, and 3-pin connector. And here's our nice brand new looking Cobra 148. First off, what do you guys notice right away? No plate over here, no FCC plate. Now it does have a serial number, antenna connector, PA speaker, external speaker. What the heck? Frequency counter connector, factory. That's not aftermarket. If I zoom in, you'll actually see it says FC, frequency counter right there. It actually has a stock frequency counter on the back of it. Front of it, basically a Cobra 148 from what we could tell, right? You can go back in the video, rewind, take a look. So everybody in the comments section, post up what you think this is, right? What radio is in here? What is it? It has a stock frequency counter from the factory, Cobra 148 faceplate on it. All right, now we're going to jump into the next section. I might pop the covers for you, and then we'll go through. But I think it'd be fun to see what you guys guess in the comments. Some of you guys know. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys are radio heads. You know exactly what this is. But anyway, let's keep going. All right, surprise. Here's the boards. Oh, well, I shouldn't have showed them yet. I should have made it more of a mystery. But here we go. Here's the boards inside. Now, there have been some guesses on what we were going to find inside the mystery radio, and right away, can you tell which one is the mystery radio that has the factory frequency counter but doesn't have the plate on the back? Now, it's kind of interesting because, you know, I opened it up. They're both Cobra 148 boards, basically. And you look and you see here, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. See, the cans are all the same. The chips are in the same place. You know, transistors are in the same place. It's basically both Cobra 148s. Now, which one is our mystery radio? And yeah, it's this one over here, if you probably already guessed it. But you can see this one has a different color board. And this is the older original. This is the Malaysia one over here. But this is a Cobra 148 board, basically. Everything is where you would expect it, you know, to be on the Cobra 148 board. The lettering, labeling is a little different. And this is where I realized what this was. And there was kind of a key here, and I'll zoom in and show you what that is. All right, before I zoom in, do you guys have a guess? You know, they both look like Cobra 148s. I know that, you know, this isn't an original Cobra 148. Do you know what it is? Some of you guys already know, but make another guess in the comment section here if you haven't figured it out yet. I'm going to zoom in now. Here we go. And this will let you know. Hopefully this isn't a disappointment or not exciting enough for you at the end here. But here we go, MB8719, and it says Japan on it. So we know this is an original Malaysia-made Cobra 148. Let's go over to our mystery one here. I'll try and zoom in and get this angle. I'll have to lean over. And if you can read upside down, Ranger RCI 8719. So this is a chip that was made for Ranger RCI. And this, well, first of all, we know now it's a Ranger-made clone 148 board. Once you know that, then you can go, and some of you guys probably knew this right away, but then you can go back and go, okay, when did Ranger make a clone 148 board? Well, they made it in the TR296, which was made for a couple years, and it was a Ranger-made TR296 that had that frequency counter hookup on the back. So this is basically a Cobra 148 made by Ranger. It's their version of it that they cloned, and then it had the frequency counter. You hook up a FC390, or I think the Galaxy FC347 would work as well back there. And you could have a 6-digit frequency counter with your radio, and that was the TR296. Now, I don't think the Ranger would have ever had a Cobra 148 GTL faceplate on there. So what I think a CB shop did someplace was we had one of these extras, brand new, probably in the plastic, put it on a brand new TR296, and then sold it out like that. So that's our mystery solved. Anybody get that? I'd be surprised, but yeah, if somebody guessed that, that's awesome. Anyway, can't believe I bought this just to solve the mystery, but it was a fun thing to go through anyway. It was something different. You know, when you see something you don't see every day, you got to go for it. But enough with the Scooby-Doo programming. I'll show you guys another new radio next week. Thanks for watching, cbradiomagazine.com. Take care.